So we've been talking about precious human life and the qualities of it and the purpose of it. And then the third section is the difficulty and rarity of attaining it. So in explaining that, that you can explain it by examples, and like I was saying on sharing the Dharma Day, when we have the yoke and the turtle trying to get its head through there. Or they also say, if you throw peas on a wall, the chance of one sticking. I guess it depends on who was cooking that day. Some might stick. But also, they get us to look at that by thinking about karma and its effects, our actions and its effects, and the kind of actions that create the cause to have a precious human life where we have the ability to meet and practice the Dharma. And so the three main causes are ethical conduct. That's so that we can have an upper rebirth. And then the 6 paramitas, so that we can have the cooperative conditions to be able to practice well. And then strong dedication prayers, so that the good karma we created by the above 2 will ripen in a precious human life. Okay? So clearly, throughout some previous lives, we created those 3 causes to get this opportunity. Then the question is, as we look at this life, what kind of karma are we creating? Yeah, so we look at ethical discipline. Yeah, so here we talk about just forget about taking precepts, just talk about the 10 destructive actions, killing, stealing, unwise sexual behavior, lying, creating disharmony with our words, harsh speech, idle talk, and then coveting, maliciousness, and wrong views. How many of those have we created? I've done all of them. How about you? Yeah? So when we look, we've done all of those. Now, okay, sometimes we've restrained ourselves from them, but sometimes we've indulged in them, not just one time, but repeatedly, Even though we might even have taken vows, we still, do things. Or even if we haven't, what about idle talk? What about, harsh speech? All these speech ones are very difficult, actually. So if we look, how much good karma have we created, and compared to the negative karma that we've created. And if you look just generally on the whole at people in society, what do people in society, what is the kind of karma that most people create? Yeah. If you look, people going to work all day, are they refraining from lying? Are they refraining from harsh speech? Are they refraining from cheating and stealing? We've all had work environments and looked at how people work. We read the newspapers and so on. So you can see that, the 10 negative actions are just like rampant. Actually, last night, what was it? The senator of Nevada publicly announced that he had had an affair with somebody on his staff. This is somebody elected to the U.S. Senate, of course, the U.S. president, People act by examples. But this guy was a Republican, who was a born-again Christian, actually. So you look, and even people who have strong religious beliefs act the opposite of their religious beliefs. So, and then you have lots of people who think killing is good. We have a whole military, don't we? Yeah. And, lots of times when I travel, people say, if I'm going to do business, I have to lie. I can't make any money if I don't lie. So there's people who actually think that doing some of the destructive actions is, if not good, then at least necessary. So if we really spend some time thinking about this, just the whole societal take, and then also examine our own behavior, you know, and then think about, well, what's the result of our actions going to be, and have we created the karma that is going to ensure us to have a precious human life in the future with the opportunity to meet the Dharma and practice it. Then we get a little bit concerned. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I do. Yeah, because we don't know what kind of karma is going to ripen at the time of death. You know, of course we have this nice little death scene, you know, our ideal little death scene made out, which is, first of all, it's never going to happen. It only happens to other people. And if it does happen to me, then, well, everybody I want there is there holding my hand, telling me how much they're going to miss me and love me, and I'm going to think of the Dharma. You think you're going to think of the Dharma when all the people you're attached to are standing around you telling you that they miss you and they love you? You're going to think about the Dharma then? I don't think so. But we make up this kind of, you know, scene that they're all there, and then of course our spiritual teacher is going to drop everything they have to do and be there in a snap of the fingers to guide us through everything, you know. And so we have this perfect, you know, death scene set out. Yeah, like all of our other expectations in life. And you know, have we learned anything about our expectations yet? That most of them are wrong. Yeah. Okay. So it's very good to really think about this, you know, and to ask ourselves and to do some reflection about it. And, you know, where are the people that we know going, and where are we going in our future lives? And it doesn't matter how much we love somebody, how much we like them. You know, we have to look at the karma they create to get an idea of the rebirth they're going to have. And the same thing with us. We might think we're marvelous people, but that doesn't mean anything. We have to look at how we're acting. Okay, what kind of verbal, physical, and mental karma are we creating? Okay, then we get an idea of how difficult it is to actually have a precious human life.